God, they have guns. Jesus.
Go,
Please, what? Please. Please, what? Logan, don't. It's okay.
No problem, okay? What?
Yeah, this was definitely my first trip to Mexico and my first trip out of the country. I was there to see birds and experience the scenery and wildlife that they have there, and we did a lot of it.
Mexico has a lot to offer. There's a lot. There's deserts, there's mountains, there's oceans. It depends on what part of Mexico you're in. We saw a lot of incredible stuff in Mexico.
Well, we chose the road that we were on because I was seeing a lot of marshlands around, and I knew that there'd be wading birds that I'd never seen in America, and I felt like this was a good opportunity to hop off really quickly and see some birds that on a road that we can slow down off or pull off on. And so we took the side road hoping to see marshland, and there was marshland for sure.
I felt safe for the most part in Mexico. Now there was, you hear stories and stuff, so there was always something at the back of my mind where maybe something could happen, but everyone we talked to was friendly and incredible people, so we really started getting comfortable, and I felt safe up until, I could see in my rearview mirror someone flying up on me, and that's when I really started to get a little bit nervous and wonder what is going on with this guy or this vehicle. But other than that, for the most part, I felt safe in Mexico.
There's another car coming up behind us.
What way should I go? Straight or right? That's the right way. I guess straight? I don't know either.
Just pick one.
I'm gonna pick straight. Bike on this road, so there must be civilization somewhere over here.
Looks like there's a town up here, or a little village.
The car behind us is kind of scaring me how fast they're going.
I know, they're going quick. It's not scaring me.
It's scaring me because what if they're speeding up on us to rob us or something?
I doubt that. They probably just drove this road lots of times.
Oh my God, they have guns. Jesus.
Go.
No, please, what? Please. Please, what? Please, what? No Espanol, please. We're just...
No problem.
The feeling I had when the vehicle was approaching was my heart really started racing, and I started kind of thinking about all the stories people told me before I went. People, gave me stories of what could happen, and I started thinking, like, I'm on this back road where we haven't seen another vehicle for the most. I mean, I think we did see a bike, but we hadn't seen a whole lot of people. And we're like, I started panicking. Well, what if these people are gonna kill me or something? And I said to Logan, I thought that they might rob me, but deep down in my mind, I was thinking worse than that. And I was a lot more scared than I let on, I think, even when I could see that someone was going probably 60 miles, 70 miles per hour on this road that we were going, I want to say 20, 25 miles per hour, and it was really bumpy. So when I could see how fast that they were moving on this road, I was definitely scared before they even got up to me and I could see that they had guns.
Well, I typically am optimistic, and when it was approaching us, I was trying to tell myself that maybe it's just a vehicle that has drove this road several times and they're just in a hurry. And so I told Aaron to pull over for them so they could pass us because they were coming up on us pretty quickly.
When I realized that our lives were at risk, and I actually really started, oh, well, this is the end. My life is over. It was as they were passing me, I look over and I see them in the back of the car or the back of the truck with their guns hanging out. And then when, like, my heart just dropped and I saw them jump out of the vehicle and come towards me. And I still remember to this day seeing down the barrel of one of their guns. I just looked down the barrel of his gun and I felt like my life was over. My life was going to end right here in this moment, and no one may ever hear what happened. And there were just all these thoughts going through my head. It actually still, right now, gives me goosebumps talking about it. It was really scary, and at that moment I knew, like, in my head, I'm not going to survive this.
My initial reaction was to get out of there. I mean, in the video I'm saying, go, 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 because my instincts are to flee the situation, and thank God we stopped.
Well, I started to go, I started to back up, and something inside me, I'm not exactly sure. I think the reason I stopped is looking, the one guy put his hands up and he had, with his gun at me, and kind of like gave me a motion, you need to stop. And I knew if I would have kept going, I would have been shot multiple times by a lot of people, and I knew, like, I have to stop. I'm not going to outrun a bullet. I have to stop and see what happens. Maybe for some reason, the fact that in that moment, I think I was kind of thinking, well, they haven't fired yet, even though it was only a matter of a fraction of a second from when they jumped out and all that, and from me actually stopping. I knew that if I kept going, they're going to load me up with bullets, and I knew I had to stop and see what my chances of surviving were, rather than keep going, because if I would have kept going, I think I wouldn't be here today.
I'm not sure exactly what changed, if anything, because to be honest with you, I wasn't going to feel safe until we were out of there. When they reassured us and told us we could go, all I wanted to do was go. I didn't want to wait around and see what would happen. I just wanted to get out of there and forget it ever happened.
No, Espanol, please. We're just...
No problem, no problem. No problem. Okay, no problem.
Please,
You will.
por favor.
¿Dónde vas?
Sí, han perdido los chavos.
Hey, vamos, aguanta.
Please.
No problem, okay?
About to pass
No
out.
problem, okay, no problem.
Logan, don't. It's okay,
Oh,
it's okay,
hey,
it's okay.
No problem, okay? What? You will.
Can we go?
Well done.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Una foto de...
Please, please,
Yeah,
please,
no,
por favor.
no, okay. Hey, no. Easy.
No pasa nada.
No problem. Hey,
Okay.
easy, okay? Hey, ¿dónde? Cancún. ¿Dónde?
You okay?
We're gonna see mi madre.
You where?
Cancun.
You? Easy, no problem.
No problem.
No pasa nada.
Tranquilo, pero...
No pasa nada.
What's your name?
Aaron.
What's your name?
Aaron.
Aaron.
See.
You?
Logan,
Edwin.
what's your name?
Philip.
Hello?
No
Can
problem.
you speak English a little?
A little.
Please don't kill us.
No problem. Me, you. Las Vegas.
When they told me everything was okay, well, what was, there was so much going through my head. I honestly, my body kind of at that point started to literally shut down, and I didn't even know, like, they said it was okay, but part of me still, I was relieved, like, okay, I think I'm gonna survive this, but I think my body didn't realize what was going on, because my hands kind of started to close together, and like I don't know if you want to call it seizing or what it was, but I kind of lost control of my legs and my hands for a second, and I felt like I was going to pass out. My head was like pounding, and it was still in that moment scary. And yeah, they said that it was no problem at that point, but after seeing those guns in my faces and thinking that we are going to die, it was a hard thing to I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was an extremely tense moment for us, and I was thinking that they could change their mind at any moment and say, hey, let's just take these guys out, they're annoying, or this is getting old, and it's a lot easier to take a bullet than to let someone go. We were getting out of there as fast as possible and getting to a highway. We went straight to a hotel in a nearby city and stayed there for the night.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh yeah?
4 días.
Okay. Oh my God. Oh, Dios mío.
Roble. Aquí mucho a little baby.
You have a baby? Were you scared? What did we?
No, pues,
No paga nada, no paga nada, no paga nada.
dale vuelta a la camioneta, dale vuelta a la camioneta. Please. Aquí.
Okay, is this okay?
Nada.
Okay. I'm gonna.
No se vuelvan a meter
Mira,
conmigo para acá.
We just want to see birds.
No, papito, no, nada, nadie, nada.
We
nada.
are
Mira, para acá.
okay.
Sí, nada.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pass
Sí,
out.
no,
You're
mira,
okay.
hey.
You're okay. You're okay.
Hey,
You're okay.
hey,
Here, you need your medicine?
mira.
No. Here, take Aaron.
Sí, no problem. Mira, no.
Here.
Hey,
Aaron, take your pill. No, it's fine.
Nada,
Here, just
nada,
pretend.
nada.
Okay. Here, take it. Now, put it under your tongue.
Andan tomando fotos de las aves y todo el pedo.
Oh my God.
I couldn't understand everything they were saying because of the language barrier, but I know that they told me not to go, I need to go straight and then turn right on the very next road. They said if I keep going straight, I won't survive. They'll kill us. And I'm not think they were talking about them, but someone else further on ahead. They said I need to get off those roads and don't get on them again. And I'm not exactly sure why they had a little bit of compassion, but I appreciate it, and I'm glad that I'm here today.
No se vuelvan a meter para otro terreno porque ven.
Okay.
No se vuelvan a meter para otro terreno porque
Nada.
Okay.
No problem. Okay?
Thank you,
Okay?
guys.
Yeah, hey.
no se vuelvan a meter a otro terreno.
My hands are. Let's get out of here. Yeah, okay, can we go?
Mira, ahí, he's.
Oh, we have that on
Hey,
camera.
he's.
Okay. I can't, Logan, I can't. My
Okay.
hands are.
Okay,
clinging.
I'll drive.
Hey,
Trade me
no,
spots.
hey. Mira. Nadie.
Jesus.
Okay, we'll go this way.
Jesus,
Aaron, you're
Logan.
fine.
No,
My hands are clamming up.
You're
fine.
They're squeezing.
You're fine.
Párate, no problem.
Okay, can
Sí,
you
no,
don't let me die?
Aaron, we're fine. Let's just get out of here.
Okay, I can't. My hands are squeezing
yeah,
together.
yeah.
Am I okay?
No, yeah.
Let me
Sí,
stand
sí,
up.
sí,
Let me
no,
stand
no,
up.
Trae cámara el carro ahí, vea. Tomando foto el carro ahí.
Yeah, you want me to?
No,
Pagaron ya, está pagado.
Okay.
No, de hecho,
No más.
After they said I could go, I stayed for, I wanted to leave. Logan wanted me to leave, but I literally could not control my body for a second. It was weird. And I was like, I need to go before they change their mind. They ended up comforting me a little more, touched me on the shoulder. I shook their hand. I ended up getting out of the car. I felt like I needed to just like stretch my body, and it would maybe help me feel better. They ended up, when I got out, they kind of comforted me a little more, gave me a hug. I got back in the car, and then I finally did drive away. And when we did drive away, we sped as fast as we could, and we got back to a highway.
I did feel trapped there to a certain extent, because after staying in Playa del Carmen for a few days, we became a little bit more comfortable. It was still a little scary. I mean, there was police everywhere, but I did feel a little bit more comfortable there than I did with the idea of trying to go back to the United States, 43 hours from the border. I'd say to anyone thinking about taking their car into Mexico, it's probably not a good idea. If you want to avoid any types of trouble, just don't do it. It's way safer to fly in and get taxis everywhere.
I felt like we couldn't get back safely. We were in a dangerous area after everything that happened. Logan's car, I felt like we needed to just leave the car. Some people talked us in, some friends back in the States talked to us, just leave the car, we'll worry about that, just get home and fly home. So that's when we decided we were going to fly home and leave our car, because we felt it wasn't worth driving through some of those areas again, and who knows what could happen, so that we just abandoned the vehicle and came home.
Well, to get my vehicle back, I've tried to explore lots of avenues, shipping companies, places that will haul my vehicle for me, and nothing's really panned out. It's extremely expensive. I've had people offer from everywhere to take my vehicle for me back to the United States, but there's a lot of legalities. We're working on getting my vehicle back constantly, every single day, trying to find a way. We think that it could be possible here in the near future through some mutual friends, but there's still lots of risk involved.
I would like to say to the ones who did spare my life, thank you. Thank you for sparing both of our lives. I'm not sure who you were or why you wanted, but thank you. And I don't mean anything bad by any of this. I think that your country is an amazing country, and I enjoyed myself. And again, thank you for not killing me. It feels great to be alive.
I'd say thank you for letting me live, to the gunmen that let us go. And I hope to never see you guys again.